What is nirvana? Buddha says, don't ask. Don't ask, and from nothingness you will receive everything. Ask, and from everything you will receive nothingness. This is the ethos that Jai and Roxy learned, lived, taught, and wrote about. Jai, of Indian Polynesian descent, is a qualified hypnotherapist, author, and seminar speaker who runs a prestigious clinic for research on the reincarnation continuum with his partner Jesse, also Polynesian Indian descent. His research uncovers principles on how to create better lives. Roxy, a short-haired blonde with a heart condition, is a qualified specialist organic chef who owns the local cafe. Roxy lives by inner knowledge. She too follows reincarnational continuum, but her knowledge is natural. She watches, listens, learns, and more than anything else, she allows. Both have the ultimate dream of that soulmate perfect love. Both know it exists and are willing to allow the universe to provide either in this life or the next. They simply have to know it's there and allow it to come to them. At Jai's seminars, he teaches that death, any death, is feedback of us asking. The emotional pain we experience is the answer to our question, why? This is how it works. We ask, we receive. What we receive, however, is of our own creative making. We detail every aspect to be experienced over time until it is done. Through our perception, imagination, judgment, we create an entire story for us to experience through many future lives. Every life will grow and upgrade until you find your answer. Buddha. The lesson will keep returning until it is learned. Jai's life alters dramatically when he meets Roxy. She, through getting past life regression with Jai's partner Jesse, discovers she and Jai are soulmates dating back 1900 years. But they keep getting it wrong, so this time she is very cautious. A chance meeting, their hands touch. A crack in time opens and the nothingness knows and has better plans for both. Fate steps in. Roxy becomes ill again. Jai steps up to help. The universe unveils the one true thing that both have desired all their lives. Neither asked for this. Neither expected this in this lifetime. But the love that ensued was more than the dream everyone searches for, physically, mentally, and sensually. Now that they knew how to attain it, and together they, as husband and wife, joined together with black and white yin-yang onyx rings, took their love story and shared it with the world. After 12 years, Roxy's time was up. She had to leave. Jai's pain of the wretchedness, the anger, the remorse was intolerable. Jai promised he would listen, but he couldn't. More and more, he was devoured into the painful hell of his loss. He felt he'd lost her. He felt he'd lost their love forever. He tried to hang on, but the more he questioned, the more he became absorbed in his loss. Finally, he goes to say goodbye. In desperation, he prays she would hear him, and as he does, he is knocked back flat on his back. Thanks. I love you too. These words vibrate through him as he says them over and over again. From inside him, a light starts stirring and melting away all his darkness. He feels himself start smiling again. He realizes he asked for the pain. He questioned the reason she had to leave. He created this pain because he asked. Then the enormous penny dropped. This is why you don't ask. You receive. You receive all of what you believe the pain feels like, and it will leave you empty, drained, and screaming for more. But if you don't ask, you get everything that is real from the universe, and the only thing that Jai could take with him forever, his undying love with Roxy. That's all that mattered. Now, he has a new purpose in life. He felt alive again. He could teach again, and this time he really knew what he was talking about. As he started to feel alive again, he noticed the bay he loved so much started vibrating as well. Nothing was untouched by this love. Joys of expectation were being expressed everywhere. Jason and Jonas now owned the cafe. Even cranky old Frank found happiness with his wife. We lost Alex, but a new group of marketeers came out of nowhere and took Jai on the last part of his journey. He now stands on the universal plane of nothingness. His life experiences behind him. He is alone, but for the love of his life, his Roxy. He embraces her. He holds her. He did it. He cleaned his slate. There was no one standing in front of him. There is no debris around him to return to. All his past life experiences had been rectified. Now he understood. We as humans always ask. From the asking, we create our own answers. Then we experience them in the fullest. From our needs, wants, desires, our empty everything, we ask and we receive. We receive the same emptiness, nothingness, more of the same pain to experience over and over again. But if we don't ask, if we become one with the bliss of nirvana without naming it, if we allow it all to be supplied to us without question, we receive everything and more in abundance. By allowing, from the nothingness we receive everything. Jai takes Roxy into his arms, and sensually they sink deep into a blissful kiss as they both vanish into the nothingness of the universe. In the distance, there is an echo of Buddha's laughter. What is nirvana? Don't ask.